So now that you've got a basic understanding of the different pieces and parts of AutoCAD, what we're going to do next is learn how to create a template. This is something that we're going to do in every class. We're going to start from a template. So it's very important that you do this piece right here, or else you're going to have some issues later on in class. So when we start a new drawing, there's some different things we can do. We can create a new drawing based on units and drawing size and degree of precision, or we can select from a template. So there are several templates that are pre-installed in AutoCAD, but what we're going to do today is kind of make our own. And AutoCAD has these things called system variables, and there's a whole bunch of them. We're going to learn about one today called Startup. So what I want you to do is go ahead and open up your AutoCAD. So here's my AutoCAD. I'm going to come down to my command line and I'm going to type in startup. One word, no spaces, startup, and then enter. So you'll notice that right now my startup is set equal to 1. So that's the one that's there in the brackets. I'm going to go ahead and type in 0 and then enter. So now I've changed my startup equal to 0. So what I'm going to do is go up right beside my menu browser and my quick access toolbar up here and click the new button. And you'll notice that it brings me up to this box right here that says select template. And those are some predefined templates that came installed with your AutoCAD. What I want to be able to do is create my own template today. So this is not something I want to do, so I'm just going to click the red X or cancel out of that. So what I'm going to do now is come back into my command line down here at the bottom and type in startup again. This time I'm going to change it equal to 1, so I'm going to type in 1, enter. So now my new startup value is equal to 1, and if I do that same process again and select new from my quick access toolbar, you'll notice that something totally different happens this time. Instead of getting that select template, I get a different window that asks me to start up my computer. So you'll notice now that I've changed the startup variable equal to 1, that when I press the new button up there off the quick access toolbar, I get this new version down here that says create a new drawing. And I like this one a little bit better. It gives you some options. I can open, I can start from scratch. If I wanted that template option, I could choose here, or I can choose use a wizard. So lots of different ways to be able to open up our drawing just by changing that startup command line. So what I'm going to do is we're going to create a CAD template that we're going to call set-inch, and we're going to do some things in this one. Set our units to inches, set our precision to 2 decimal places, and our drawing size to a typical letter size piece of paper to 8.5 by 11 inches. So what we want to do is make sure that our startup variable is set to 1. Click on that new drawing icon out of our quick access toolbar, and then we want to choose the start from scratch icon. So I've done all that here. I want to choose start from scratch, and I'm going to make sure that I choose imperial or feet and inches when I set up this drawing. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and change over and choose use a wizard. So I'm going to choose use a wizard, advanced setup, and then OK. And that's going to take me into a new window, and I'm going to set up some of these things here. So the first one under units, I'm going to set those equal to decimal. So click decimal there with a precision of 2 decimal places. Then I'm going to click next. I'm going to go to angle. I'm going to change that one to decimal degrees. So decimal degrees there with 2 units of precision. I'm going to go to my angle measurement. So click next, that'll take you to angle measure, and I want my 0 degrees to be over here where it says east, so just keep that there at east. If you were to click around, you'll notice that it changes what we call 0 and what we call 180. So I'm going to keep that at east being 0. My angle direction, I'm going to keep that one at counterclockwise. Okay, so we're going to start this at 0 and we're going to get bigger as we go around counterclockwise. Click next, and then I'm going to change the size of my paper here. My width is going to be 11 and my length is going to be 8.5. So that's your typical A size sheet of paper. And go ahead and click finish. Now you'll notice some things happen. I should have drawing 2 up here now. Okay. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that you noticed that was different. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come in and we are going to um, save that drawing. So what we want to do is go to Save As. So click our menu browser button, go to Save As, and notice this time you want to save not just as a drawing file, but we're going to save it as a template or a DWT file. So that's what we're going to choose is a DWT. So Save As, DWT or drawing template. Now, this is really important where you save this file at. It automatically tries to save out there on the C drive, and you'll notice all the way out here. That's not where we want to save this. If you're on campus, I highly recommend putting this in your S drive. Every student has their own S drive that they can access from campus, or you can, if you're at your house, you could save it, to your individual PC, or you could save it out to a flash drive. Whatever works for you, but you do need to change where you save this, because if you save it out here and you're on a school computer, it'll be gone the next time you try to access it. So I'm going to put mine out on my S drive. I already have a folder out here called DRET 120 that I made myself, and we're going to call this set-inch, and you don't have to type anything else down here. I'm going to type something just for me to keep myself straight so that I don't get my classes confused. You can just call yours set-inch, and then don't change where it says files of type, leave that one alone, and go ahead and push save. So the only thing that you're going to see pop up here is a description of what we just made. So we can say that this is a setup template for DRET 120. That would be fine. The measurement is in English instead of metric, and then we'll just click OK. And again, not a lot changes on your screen, but you'll notice the next time that we go to bring up this file, now you see set-inch S14, same thing up here in your title bar. That's a template file, so anytime we open this template file from now on, it knows that we want precision to 2 decimal places and that we're drawing in feet and inches. So that's a quick little how to create a setup file, okay? So you will notice that that is a requirement and we're going to need it later on. So the next lecture will be talking about coordinate systems.